Hey y'all, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to a new monthly planty update. This is going to be from the month of November. And yeah, some plants are really not doing that well. Some are doing like worse than the others, but yeah, there are definitely some things going on that are really sad in my opinion. But there are also some happy updates, so I think without further ado, let's just go walk to my collection and then I can show you all the things that are going on, the goods and the bads and the pretty and the ugly. I think we should start in this one where the saddest update is. There are also two happy updates, but the sad update is over here. The Monstera Adansonii, you can see that yellowing over there. And I just really don't know what happened because it was doing fine. I did notice Thrips larvae on it, so I've treated it for it, and after that moment this happened. So that does makes me think that it has something to do about the treatment, but still it's like, it's just weird in the place where the yellowing is. Like, I will go up close a bit, but if you have like just the bottom leaves, these are still just green, but then we go, well, this leaf is already fallen off. And yeah, I just see there's some more yellowing. Oh, also just can easily, oops, plug it off. So yeah, I really don't know. I think like these leaves also just, yeah. It's weird, but if you go on top, like the top is just like nice and green. It's really sad though that it happened, but I really think it has to do with the thrips treatment because I can't find a different way of what's happened here, because if it had to do something with watering, then it should be like the bottom leaves. And yeah, like I said, like these are just looking okay. This one is also yellowing a bit, but here this one is also just green. So yeah, really confusing. I've never had this really fun doing thrips treatments, so yeah, I really don't know what happened. I have been thinking about what I want to do with this plant right now, but I'm still not really sure. I think what I'm gonna do is like at least remove like the bottom leaves that are like yellowing. And then I think I will make some chops along the vine so there can like new growth points activate, and once those are like growing and attaching to the moss ball, then do like a chop and extend. So I just have like the top part which can just like grow again, and yeah, I think that's just my way of going about it. Like, I don't know if I can show it, but this leaf was like fully with thrips larvae. So yeah, really a sad update, so let's go to some happy updates right now. Here I have my Florida Ghost, which gave a new leaf. Beautiful, nice, creamy color. I do really like this plant though. And over here I have the Summer Glory, which is also working on a new leaf over there. I just gave it a shower because there was some EFN on it, so yeah, that's why there's still now some water droplets on it. That's it for that room. Let's go to the next one. For the plants over in this section, I must say that I'm not really satisfied with how the plants are like displayed, because I'm really like a minimalist when it comes to like home decor. Preferably I would have like, I don't know, 3 plants over there, or maybe 2, 3 over there, and maybe like 2 in the front. And just some empty space between it. But since I really don't have any space left in this home anymore, I do need to crowd them together. Like, even if I would make use of more grow lights, there's just no space left. Like, especially these plants are growing bigger, and that's something that which I'm really keeping in mind with my plants, like how big they are going to get. But yeah, for over these plants over here, I think there are like a couple of growth updates, but mostly also sad updates. And I think we will just start off with the saddest update over here, and that is the Florida Beauty. Like, I don't even want to look at it. That's how sad it makes me. So yeah, that's it. Like, it's starting to do this melting browning kind of thing, and I'm really so incredibly sad about this. Like, this plant is definitely one of my favorites. I think like in the top 3. And yeah, that this happens really makes me sad. Like, a while ago I had the moss ball accident where like the growth points broke off, and yeah, now this. Yeah, I can cry. It really makes me sad. Like, here it's also going on. And yeah, I think here is also starting to happen something. You can see those 2 brown marks. So this leaf, you can also see there is some bits going on, also not looking its best. But it's already working on a new leaf over here, so yeah, that's one thing that makes me a bit happy to see. Here's also a new leaf growing, but it also has some damage. Also some damage at the tips. So yeah, I'm really curious how far it's gonna spread, but yeah, really devastating to see this happening. This one I did saw yesterday that there is something going on. Like you can see there is something growing. I think it's a new leaf. So that's exciting. Where do we place it? Over here. To the side, the Monstera elbow is also finally gave a new leaf, really highly variegated. So yeah, that's the update, which makes me happy though, because these Monsteras didn't give a leaf for, I think, the last 2 months, maybe even longer. So yeah, that's one positive thing in this section. Yeah, here you can also see some yellowing, this bottom leaf. Maybe I should turn this like this. It also has some weird brown marks. Not sure what's up with it. Like this one also I treated for pests. But I also think this is just like natural yellowing. I don't know. This is the hardened off leaf from the burl marks. Really pretty. I feel like also, like if I feel here, I also feel like there's a new leaf on its way. So that will be exciting because so far it's been really slow growing. I did forget this one, the Milano. In the last video it just furled out this leaf. It's now fully hardened off. So this is how it's looking, really pretty. And I completely forgot to mention in my previous monthly update that I did have a moss pole accident. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I put a water bottle on that pole and this one fell over, and I don't know why, but this pole also fell over on like to that side. So it was like a domino effect, like boom, 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 boom. All those moss poles were falling over. And yeah, sadly there is some damage from it. Like here you can see the leaf that has ripped here a bit. And I think there was more on this one. Was it on this leaf? No. No. Oh yeah, on this leaf. Oh no! It wants to fall over on me again, and look, another rip. Why am I this clumsy? Like, moss balls, sometimes I get so frustrating with them because they are just really easily in dropping, but okay, well, that's another sad thing. I hope it's now standing. Yeah, it looks... Maybe I think because I've watered it and like all the water is now like more on the top. Like the bottom is still really crispy. Yeah. And that's also something which I notice with the moss balls. Like the moment you do like an extension, like sometimes it doesn't go like, then this top part gets really fully saturated and it just takes forever for like the bottom part to also get moist. What I've noticed now that I have gotten my bottom proportions get way too crispy. So, oh yeah, it still sounds really crispy. So yeah, I will wait a couple hours and see if then it's finally the water going down. And else I will put another water bottle on it. But yeah, clumsy me, annoying moss balls. Okay, let's go further now. More sad updates. Oh well, I think it's not like too bad, like not as bad as like the Florida Beauty, but the Philodendron lupinum, you can also see quite some yellowing leaves on here. And first I thought that it maybe had to do like just like the change of seasons, and yeah, these are the leaves which I propagated it with, so yeah, it's normal that those ones yellowing eventually. But I do think this has caused by having too much water in the pot. Like I always water my moss balls just like in the perfect amount that it never like accumulates at the bottom. But this time it did happen, and I don't know how long it was sitting in water. So yeah, I took the pole out of it and saw that there was like a lot of water in there. I think that this yellowing is just more a result of being overwatered. The Variegated also has like a little bit of yellowing going on, but not too crazy. But this one I also see there is like a little bit of yellow hue to this leaf. And this one is still looking okay. And for these growth points, because in the last video I also showed those 2 new growth points, but they are taking it really slow. Like I think it's grown like a centimeter, maybe 2 centimeters. So yeah, this plant is just insane with how slow it grows. For the sodioid, there is 1 new leaf growing over there. I think this is going to be the biggest leaf that it has grown so far. Let me see, is there something more going on? The El Choco, nothing going on. Nope. Majestic, there's 1 new leaf over here. But on there I do see something. What's that? I don't know, do you guys see that? That little mark? This one? I don't know, it's not a pest at least. In the last video you saw like this tiny bit, and I was like, what is that? Is that like the top of the leaf? But probably not. Maybe it was like 1 little misshapen leaf, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is the first leaf that it really gave after the chop. And is there more growth? I think. Oh yeah, this is one of a new leaf. This one over here. Really gorgeous sheen on the leaf. Oh yeah, and what I said about the lupinum, that there was like water accumulating at the bottom, I also had that with the Patriciae, and yeah, I think that's also a result like this leaf. Yeah, I think this is also caused by being overwatered, because the water was like accumulating at the bottom. And yeah, with these leaves you also see like a little yellow hue. The bigger leaves are still looking fine. It was also working on a new leaf that's like, I don't know, I think it doesn't really want, yeah, I do think you see it, but it is like pushing out a new leaf, but the tip has a bit of like, I don't know, damage or something. So yeah, it's also a little bit sad. Oh, next to there, the new leaf on the Emerald Dance is still hardening off. And for the last one, this is the, I think it's still not fully hardened off, but yeah, I think it's not going to size up anymore. But yeah, this is the like almost hardened off leaf on the Espinapo. It's growing really, really big, but one thing is a bit annoying, like see how long those petioles are. Really insane. It's taking up a lot of space. So yeah, that's all the updates that are on here. Like these yellowing leaves, which I just show you, I'm going to cut them off. I think this is so sad. I really think like if I look to cosmetic damage that I have on my plants, like a lot of it is just from moss ball accidents. But yeah, it's okay. Are there any updates over here? Not really that much updates over here. One new leaf on the Mycans. Also has a little bit of oedema, I think. The Pink Princess over here, which is exciting, is working on 2 new leaves. And this leaf over there looks like it's really pink. So that's nice to see. Yeah, on this other Pink Princess, like I did it again. I wanted to check the variegation and then I ripped the leaf. I also had it with this one and now with this one. So I really need to stop doing that. This is another leaf on another Pink Princess. The Violet, it's interesting. It finally gave a new leaf. It's really pretty variegated. Yeah, here's another leaf which is like melting off. I do think it's maybe gets a little bit too much light on these grow lights, because on this leaf you can also see it's slowly starting to happen. But yeah, these leaves also are like almost fully variegated, so yeah, that's that's just something which happens with them. And now for the small bedroom. This room is now heavily lit by grow lights. As you can see, I have 3 grow lights set up here. Should we just start over here? Because this is one really exciting update. The Variegated gave 3 new leaves and they look stunning. No. This is one of the new leaves, and over there is a new leaf, and over there is one. Beautiful variegation on this one. This is definitely one of my favorites, like in the top 3, I think. Like, I'm really happy with how this one is growing. However, there are some leaves over here now which are really droopy, but like this one isn't yellowing yet. This one is though, and let me see, there is another one over here. Oh, yeah, this one is also slightly yellowing. Oh, and there is another leaf growing over there, I see. I think that's just something which Alocasias do though, when they grow like a new leaf that they can abort like the oldest leaf, but sometimes also when like the leaves are like fully hardened off the new ones, then the old ones can perk back up. But these ones are really yellowing now, so yeah, these are just going to be chopped off. So next to there, the Thai constellation, like there was a little bit of browning going on over here, but it stopped, but now it spreads a little bit further again. Yeah, variegation, really annoying. However, I do want to check the roots because I haven't checked them in a little while and I want to see how they are looking now. So let's check them out together. Ooh, satisfying. Oh, see all these new roots. I think it's so amazing to see though, like from one aerial root and then so much secondary roots that are growing. Really satisfying to see. But I don't think it's like... Nah, I don't feel that there's a new leaf forming. And it's okay though, it's probably like focusing its energy now on creating a root system again. So yeah, that's it for that one. Now we're going over to this section. Spring Princess is working on 3 new leaves. It's a little bit hard. Maybe I can... Oh. Yeah, there's one leaf growing. Over there one. And over there. Don't feel like they really have that much variegation. I just have to wait and see what it does. The SP Columbia, well, I think, yeah, this leaf it already had in the last video. So yeah, nothing else to say about this one. I must say that I'm a little bit, what's the right word? I can't come up with a word, but like here you can see it. It's like starting to like wrap itself like around. I'm really curious if it is going to pop out a new leaf, like how it will go then. Because like the stem is like twisting itself around. And I have tried with a twine to like pull it further against the moss ball, so to promote it growing like this way again, but yeah, that stem is like so hard and thick and stiff that it's not really easily to move. So yeah, I just hope it will grow fine. For the Epipremnum albo, I feel like it's maybe finally starting to size up. Like here you can see some tiny pinholes from the fenestrations that is starting. Here is a new leaf growing, which actually looks like it's maybe the biggest leaf that it has grown so far. I do think it really enjoys being under this grow light. Is there more going on? No. This one also has like beautiful variegation. More creamy instead of white. I first wanted to go over to this section because I have extended my Splendid and Cebu Blue. If I stand in front of the grow light, it suddenly gets really dark. But this is the new leaf on Splendid, and I don't know if it really wants to show, but do you see like how it has like a really weird yellow-orange hue? I'm really not sure what's up with that. Like, I don't know. I really don't. Like, the rest of the leaves just look fine. There is, I think, yeah, there's another leaf growing. Let me check if it's crispy. No, it's not crispy. That's fine. So yeah, what's up with this leaf? I'm really not sure though. For the Monstera Escalato, it is working on a new leaf over here, which is exciting. Only yesterday, like, stupid me, I wanted... Oh wait, I will go from this side. I think this is a little bit better. But I wanted to try and help it to unfurl a little bit. But yeah, don't do that though. Like, I've ripped it. But still, I think this leaf is going to be really big. So really excited for that one. For the Monstera Adansonia, yeah, it's continuing to brown these parts. But overall, it's doing fine. Like, the newest growth is a little bit smaller. And oh, why? Oh jeez. Okay, well, as you can see, this one is not rooted into the moss ball. Like, I really have a hard time to get this one to root in the moss ball. I do have to like do something about it. I do think I'm gonna put some twine around it to like secure it. But yeah, this one really have a hard time to root into the moss ball. So for the Cebu Blue, I also extended it. There are 3 growth points on it where it's like, over there is a new leaf growing, and here are 2 new leaves. I do think now that I have these grow lights on here that the plants will start to take off again. Like, they have been really dark for a couple weeks, so yeah, I think they would really enjoy all these grow lights. And yeah, for the Viedeck over here, I don't know, something in me thinks about getting rid of it. There's yeah, 1 yellow leaf on there. But let me see, is there more yellowing going on? Nah, not really. Like, some leaves do have like a little bit of a yellow hue to it. But overall, I really need to vacuum though. What is this? I think this is a leaf on my Alocasia Bambino. And so for these grow lights, because Sensi was so kind to send me one of their grow lights, and that's this one, the 36 watts. It's a really powerful lamp, that's one thing I know for sure now. But yeah, I needed to have something to put the light in, so I went with this stand. So I first only had like this lamp for this section, because this gets like no natural light at all. But then I was like, hey, I do have 2 more spots, so yeah, why don't I get more lamps so I can also supplement the other plants over here? So I did. So those 2 are also from Sensi. I bought them myself, and these are the, I think these are the 15 watt lamps. So far I'm really happy with the results that these lamps gave. Like, my plants do seem to like it. But yeah, I do really want to give it some more time to really make like a good conclusion about it. I will make a review video about these lights soon, so keep an eye out for that one. So yeah, I think for now we may be going downstairs. I do maybe have something in the hallway. Let me see. Yeah, I do think I have my Alocasias over here. Oh, it's really dark now. This Alocasia Bambino Pink, it's not doing that well. Do you see that leaf? And this leaf, I did remove this from the grow light because I think this is maybe a little bit burnt from the grow light. I'm not sure, but I think this is also not the best place though, in front of this cold window. Oh, but yeah, it is working on a new leaf though. Over there is fully variegated. And this one, the polyvariegated, it is working on a new leaf. So that's exciting. I'm really curious to see if there's variegation or not, or that it's also going to be fully green. So yeah, for the rest of these plants over here, I think there aren't really updates. Like, the tortum still doesn't put out the new leaf. So yeah. Oh yeah, and there on the spider plant there are like new, how do you call it? I don't know. Yeah, new babies growing. So yeah, this one is really getting like big and full of babies. For the plants downstairs, I think there is not really that much set updates going on, but there are some new growth updates which are exciting. And I think the first one is the new leaf on the regular green Monstera. Also a little bit of, I cannot shoot. A little bit of damage. I dropped this one and it felt like, oh, to that side. So yeah, not a moss ball accident. A little bit of damage, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this leaf is looking. Furthermore, it gave some more fenestrations than all the previous leaves before there. Here's also a new leaf. It has 2 fenestrations. I do feel like the dubia could now appreciate a little bit of more light. Like, it was growing really fast, but now it's really starting to slow down. Let me see. I think there was... Oh man, this is something which I really need to do something about. Oh, my cat knocked this plant over a little while ago and like I didn't do anything about it. Like, there was a little corm in there and now it's like... not looking that best, but there is something growing. Not sure. I think this is going to be a new leaf. But yeah, this leaf, I do think I'm gonna chop it off though. I don't like how this is looking. And the black velvet is also not doing that great. My cat attacked it a couple of times, so there are some like holes in there. And this leaf looks like it's yellowing off a bit. Is there new growth? Nah, also no new growth. Oh yeah, and that is something which is a little bit sad about the Monstera. Like, what is this? Like, my daughter attacked it. Like, this leaf was already pretty beaten up, but now even more, like the bottom part is missing. So I am gonna chop it off. Like, in the first occasion it wasn't looking that bad, and I was like, well, this leaf kind of holds memories from when my kids started to crawl and walk and those kind of things. But yeah, now I'm at a point like, okay, now this looks really bad. So yeah, I'm gonna chop off this leaf, and I also think I'm gonna chop off this leaf because it looks really bad though. Yeah, there were some more leaves that, yeah, I definitely have some damage from my cutie pie. For these Alocasias, I think the Scalprum is the only Alocasia that does do well over here. This is the new leaf. I think the Scalprum leaves are so pretty, so much texture. I think there was another leaf growing over, yeah. There is something growing over there, but it's having a bit of a hard time, it looks. The Silver Dragon, yeah, not really sure. It is like, I don't know, it does have some yellowing, like lightly yellowing around like the edges, like only at the tips. But yeah, I will keep it over here because I don't know where I need to place it elsewise. The Jacqueline, I also feel like it doesn't look that great. It has some yellowing on the tips and I'm not sure if this is normal. I'm not really sure about that one. But one exciting update, there's also a new leaf on this elbow. Also really pretty variegation. Oh, sorry for my cat snoring though. She's like sleeping over there and she always snores really hard. But there is another leaf over there. I have checked it. I said I wouldn't do it, but I just can't control myself when it comes to variegated plants. I just want to like check the leaf, like how it is looking. But yeah, it does have 2 fenestrations, so that's nice. Also, there's like also a little bit of damage over there. And there is the new leaf on the Philodendron Pearl Max Fantasy, also has a little bit of damage. And for the Thai constellation, it is working on a new leaf, as you can see over there. And like, I don't want to have this plant standing over here, but yeah, I was like, I don't know where to place it, so it's now just chilling over here. And yeah, it was really top heavy, so it was really leaning forward. So because of that, over here, do you see that little black spot? So it was leaning like to the back and it was like touching the heater pipe. So yeah, it is burned a little bit. So there was another leaf over here which was looking really nice, but like I said, it was really top heavy and it dropped all the way down. So yeah, it did broke that leaf, really sad, but now I've put like just a little chopstick in there and it's now fine how it's going. So yeah, that's it for this side of the room, and now for these Anthuriums over here. I think in the last video, yeah, I'm pretty sure, in the last video I still had my Monstera minima standing over here because I did want to grow it like over the wall. But I've changed my mind because I do kind of want to keep this space just for only Anthuriums. I think it just looks really pretty, like only Anthuriums together. But I think they definitely won't get enough light over here. So what I've been thinking is to put like another Scentsy glow light like over there. So it can like still have some nice amount of light. Because I remember when I just got into Anthuriums, I also put some Anthuriums here on the shelf and they just did not grow. And the moment that I did put them under a grow light, it started to grow. So yeah, I do think that they could definitely use some more light than what they are getting now. Like this leaf on the Queen of Hearts, like I don't know, it's taking really long to like inflate, but at the same time I feel like it doesn't really inflate anymore. Here I have some small ones. Yeah, this is one which I'm also really happy with. This is the Alocasia Aslani new leaf. It's so beautiful. This is the one that I got out of the terrarium. It's not doing like super well. And here is one exciting update. This is one of the hybrids with Dark Phoenix, I think. It is working on a little leaf over there. Curious to see how it's going to look. The queen leaf is starting to look really bad over here, like it's starting to crisp up. And yeah, I also really need to repot this one. This leaf is still looking okay. Yeah, here's a little bit of yellowing, nothing too crazy. Oh jeez, that looks really bad. Like this regal leaf, oh, it looks so bad. Like I'm also gonna chop it off, but still, this is also a plant that I really need to repot. It is working on a new leaf for sure, like it's very thick over there. The Doroyaki, yeah, is also not really looking its best. Really, some yellowing, browning. Oh, but there is a new leaf here. But even like the new leaf has a little bit of browning at the tip. That one, I don't know why it's leaning so far back. I don't know, but yeah, this leaf's also not looking its best anymore. And for this Anthurium Wendlingeri, really sad, I accidentally broke off the previous leaf. Because I did saw that this leaf was growing and it looked like it was really stuck, and I was scared that if I didn't do anything about it, that it will break itself. So I did try to give it a helping hand, which I maybe shouldn't have done because I broke off the one of the older leaves, and there's also some damage on the new leaf. Yeah, a little bit sad that that happened. And for these ones, yeah, you can also see like a little bit of yellowing on the tips, also over here. This one, I think like this one really needs to go to higher light because I think it will decline fast if it like stays here. I must say I have put an humidifier here again because like it was dropping to 30%. So yeah, but now it's like 60. I haven't put the heater on, so once the heater is not on, then it's like between 50 and 60%, but once the heater goes on, then it drops to like 30-40%. I really felt like I had to put an humidifier over there. So that's it for that. No, Epipemnum, not really anything to say about it. I don't know what to do, like it's almost on top of its moss ball, but yeah, not sure what I need to do about that one. Okay, so for this section, not sure if I really like it though, so I put my Monstera minima over there because I thought like, this is like a spot where, yeah, I'm not planning on placing plants or anything, so I thought like maybe it would be nice to grow it on this side of the wall, then just like grow it like doop 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 all the way over there, and yeah, there it's probably going to stop because I don't want to have it like growing over that roots. However, once I placed it over here, because when I had it on the shelf, like all the vines were growing that way, so you can still see it on the leaves that they are also facing that way. I have put a mother grow light over here mostly because I do want to have the leaves facing this way again. I'm not sure in how far they will do that. But also, I think like during this season, it really needs some extra light. So yeah, that's why I have this little grow light over there. I've also put the Variegated minima over there, and yeah, there I have an Anthurium. I don't know why I bought it, because I think it's just the silver blush and I already have one, but yeah, I don't know. It was only €4. This Syngonium, I have put it for sale, so yeah, this one is going out of my collection. And now for the last update is about this Ikea Milspo, because I should started the spray foam process a little while back, but one thing that I found out is that the spray foam has to be used above a certain degree. The temperature is already so low in here so that it doesn't require the temperature that is needed to for the spray foam. And still, like, I could do it inside, but I don't want to have like the potential harmful fumes in our home. So yeah, I have accepted that I probably have to wait till spring, and yeah, it's okay. So now I have even more time to visualize everything how I wanted to do. But yeah, there is a little bit of growth going on here. This Monstera obliqua isn't doing that much still. It's propagation, so it's still like probably focusing on the root system. There is a new leaf on this one. This is the Anthurium Bessier AF X-Dog Forgetti, I think. Oh yeah, I also have some new Anthurium seedlings. They're over there, 3, and over there is another one. We're here for the Anthurium radicans X luxurians. It's working on a new leaf, which is really exciting. There's also was a leaf growing over there, but yeah, doesn't look that great. And there's also a bit of yellowing going on here, as you can see. I'm not sure if it's just like natural process or that it maybe also has something to do with not getting enough airflow. And over here are 2 plants. This one is also not looking its best. I must say that I am really a little bit disappointed that I need to wait a couple more months before like finishing this project. But I am considering already changing some things, at least to like sealing the edges, and also place a fan in here, because I kind of would like to keep these plants in here and also add some more, so I can just like visualize even more how I want it to look. And I must say though that I really adore this Mother Grow light, because you can have like multiple settings from the light intensity, and most of the time I have it on a really low light intensity, so it gives like a nice ambient light. Yeah, it's something that I really appreciate about this light, and yeah, the plants also seem to like it. So yeah, that's it for the Milspo. That was it for this monthly planty update, and as you can see, like, there were definitely some sad things. Personally, I think what happens still with the Florida Beauty is the thing that really bothers me the most. I'm really sad about it. Like, the day that I discovered that it started to happen, like, it ruined my whole day. And when it comes to the Monstera and Ansonii, I think that's quite a big problem which is going on with that one, but still, like, it doesn't hurt me that much as like the Florida Beauty, because I already was doubting a bit about the Ansonii, if I want to keep it or not. And like for the other plants, it's mostly more like the oldest leaf that is dying off, so yeah, that's something which I'm okay with. I think for the next months there will definitely be some new leaves, or some leaves that are on their way out. So I'm really looking forward to see what grows this month again, but I'm also really looking forward to the growing season again though. And on a side note, I really want to thank you for subscribing and watching my videos. It means really a lot to me, so thank you for that. And without further ado, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope to see you